Salute, salute, salute. All my generals, all my lions, all my real men, y'all already know what it is. Lions and men on deck. So let's get into it. Picking up kind of where I left off, C74. The minute you talk about C74 twins, it's like so much shit that you could keep on expounding on. Especially like when you've been there as many times as I was there, how long I was there, the back and forth, the in and out, it was just like, it was crazy. And at the end of the day, it was real. For me, so salute to all the twins, all the lions, y'all already know what it is. Let's get into this though. So C74 Rikers Island, this is gonna be me and the bro Shorty Brolic and some other bros that was in the building or in that house, but I'm just not sure exactly. I'm just not sure exactly what their names is. It was a couple though. It was more, you know, it was a couple. It was maybe like 4 of us at the time. So this is what got a lot of Bloods in trouble. Their mantra was eat food or be food, right? So that was their thing. So anybody that was king, or like what they used to like to say was Eurydicates. I remember the terminology very well. And they used to be like, you know, basically we full. You feel me? It was a lot of times where I was in locations or I was in the house and there was a couple of Bloods in there. They don't take that plate, they don't make that movie, they don't make it hot on me. They fool by their own homies. So a lot of homies actually was getting shot or getting dealt with. For back then, I remember 5 Love. I remember 5 Love. I used to put dudes on 5 Love. Was it 5 Love? 5 some shit. Where basically like a probationary period type shit for the homies. That was their little thing. So I'm in mile 4 upper. I'm up in mile 4 upper. It's me, Shorty Brolic, a couple other bros, my son Ray Milk. There was a lot of dudes that was in the building. The twins is there. Salute to the twins from I believe they from Highbridge also. Heard they got a little workout gym going on and all that. They be on that fitness shit, hard body. Salute to the twins. They was in the building at the time. It was a lot of people was in the building at the time. Like it was lit 9-6, you feel me? So anyway, so what happens is this. Me and Shorty Brolic, I don't know if we was on the way back from the barbershop, little library visit, I forget. But we crossed paths with some dude. They looks like they coming out of Mall 1. Mall 1 is intake at the time. And he got the shine on. Heavy, nice little hurt on. With the San Lázaro medallion. So basically, he's Spanish too. He's Spanish. And he coming through. He got some drip on. We see the nigga. We like, yo, who this nigga? We know he is of either he's reception or he came from another building. But he definitely was fly. He had some drip on because he had our attention. We looking at the nigga like, cause you know we go shopping. You know, we was on some real, I ain't gonna say demon time, but kinda like, you know, we was robbing dudes, extorting dudes. We was doing a lot of foolishness. But anyway, the dude is coming through the walkway. We see him. He was Spanish. So Brolic, you know what I mean, he was like, yo, what up? You came, you great? And the nigga was like, and he threw it up. Nigga threw it up to us. Like, nigga, He started talking his little blood shit. And so me and Shorty Brolic, we was on our way back to the house. He was on the whole line with a bunch of dudes. Me and Shorty Brolic had passes. So we was walking the corridor going or coming from wherever we was at. They was escorting the whole like a couple of dudes from reception, I guess, to wherever. I don't know. Maybe the infirmary, mess or whatever the fuck. I don't remember. But it was a bunch of them, but he was in the head of the line. So we seen him. Nigga had a nice shine on. He had some drip on. He had some like Air Maxes on. Official clothes. Like, we was like, all right. See if he was a bro. He wasn't. Nigga threw the homie sign on. He started talking that blood shit. So we like, oh, so we got this blood nigga. So check it out. So I don't remember if it was that day, the next day, that week, definitely. Son ends up getting sent to what house? He ends up getting sent directly to Mount 4 Upper. So now when he come to Mount 4 Upper, there was like 3 bloods there in Mount 4 Upper with us. I don't remember. One of the names I remember is Generic. Some little nigga. He wasn't pussy. But at the time, I mean, he wasn't pussy at the time, but come to find out, I heard he was gay. He was a homo ass nigga, so to be honest with y'all, but his name was Neri, the homie Neri. So anyway, he was there. That was actually Sherm the Worm's man. Any of the homies still on? that was actually Sherm the Worm's man, Nori, because he popped off with him. Anyway, that's another story. I talked about that. I was in Mount 4 Lower. Now this is Mount 4 Upper. So anyway, Neri's there. There's a couple of handful of homies that's there. This dude come through. Shines on. Drip on. Now, me, brolic, see, this is why a lot of dudes that was with us, they got labeled fool. Because they were supposed to, that's why a lot of dudes that was in 2 Upper, a lot of dudes that was in 3 Upper, like Mar 8, all these other buildings in the full building, they'll be asking homies like, yo, what house y'all in? And they see that this king's dead. They're like, yo, how y'all still there? Because there's a war. We in the middle of a war. But at the same time, them niggas got different rules and regulations when we moving differently. You know what I'm saying? If they not moving when we living, we got our eyes on these niggas. The minute they slip up, we gonna pop. But at the same time, dudes is still learning, especially me, because I was still a cub at the time. I didn't really know about all of this shit, but I was learning gradually, especially fucking with Shorty Brolic and a lot of other dudes that I was with around, like Be Dooful. And this is after I left 8 Block. Like, dudes taught me a lot. I ain't even gonna lie. So what happens is this. Dude come through, and he sees me and Shorty Brolic. We see this nigga. We see he start talking to the blood dudes. He start chopping it up with the homies. The homies, like, they like the only one that I could really remember that I knew that wasn't pussy, it was official, was the nigga Neri. Short little nigga from Brooklyn. And, you know, you had a bunch of other niggas that was in there, but Neri was the main one. And then you had some other dudes that was there that I don't remember. So what happens is this. Duke starts getting comfortable in the house. You know what I'm saying? He starts getting comfortable in the house. The Bloods already had their own little phone, so, you know, he getting on the phone. He got his little slot time and all that. But the nigga Shorty Brolic is not feeling the nigga. I'm not feeling the nigga because he's Spanish and he blood. I'm keep being honest with you. The motherfucker was Puerto Rican and he was blood. That was some disrespectful shit to us back then. Dudes take it how they want to take it. It was just really like a slap in our face to have this nigga in the building with me. And you blood. Like, really? So what happens is this nigga Neri, he goes to court or somewhere. He not in the building, right? Something happens that the nigga, what's his name? That blood dude, the Spanish nigga, I forget his name. That's why I'm not saying it, and I don't want to Gully. That was his name, Gully. So the nigga Gully, he ends up getting into some back and forth with Shorty Brolic in the day room over the TV. So one of the bros come get me. They're like, yo, this nigga Shorty Brolic over there beefing with that blood nigga now. Like I told you, a lot of dudes, when they go to court, they're not there. They can't. So it changes the atmosphere. Sometimes dudes go to court, come back, it's a whole different house. Like, niggas like, what the fuck happened, bro? Facts. So in this case, what happened was the nigga Brolic goes back and forth with this nigga Gully. Then the nigga Brolic comes out the day room. Me and Brolic chop it up. He's like, yo, fuck that. We gonna rob this nigga. We gonna do this nigga dirty. This blood niggas gotta go. Fucking Spanish ass bombero niggas. He was really in his feelings. He mad because this dude was Puerto Rican. Like I told you, like that was a slap in our face, especially back then. That's why, like, a lot of them was like, you better pop off, boy, because we coming for you. You feel me? So what happens is this: we end up playing Skelly. Like, they ended up going back and forth beefing, but nothing really came from it, right? So we end up playing Skelsies in the day room. Me and Shorty Brolic already came up with a whole what we gonna do. We talked to the bros and all that shit. Like, yo, y'all gonna, you know what I mean, play the bubble when during slot time pop up when y'all on the phone, so they could like put a little screen for us. You know what I'm saying? There was cameras in there too. They aimed towards the bubble, but it was angles where you can't see certain shit. So we had the bros on, you know what I mean, doing our little cortina, is what we used to say. We call that a curtain. You know what I mean, giving us a little shade basically. And they already know that me and Brolic are about to make a movie on this nigga Gully. So Gully playing Scully, you know what I'm saying? Boom. Me and the nigga Shorty Brolic, we go up in the day room. We spark a stick with the nigga on some humble pie shit. Like, yo, here, you want to smoke? Something that I learned while I was on the island, like, that was the main thing. When dudes that you wasn't cool with like that or rock with like that all of a sudden wanted to spark you up and get high with you, that's a red flag, twin. Because that means we trying to get you high, get you off balance, and then do you dirty. That's a fact. Like, I peeped that and it worked all the time. A lot of dudes ain't see it coming. So we getting high with the nigga, putting the MTV, whatever the fuck was on at that time. What was it? Music video, the box, whatever the case, like music on in the day room, niggas playing Scully. That nigga Gully was one of them loud dudes, one of them barking ass, like real loud, arrogant ass dudes, right? Which a lot of New Yorkers are. We all like that kind of. But he was one of those. So he down there, he playing Scully. I mean, he got his shine on still, like I told y'all. And me and this nigga Shorty Brolic, we gripped up, and it went down. The sun is down there, bending down, trying to hit the 13, trying to pop boxes and all that. And Brolic just moved on the nigga, caught the nigga, blew his whole shit open. I came through, hit the nigga also. I ain't shoot the nigga with a razor. I stabbed the nigga with a pick. So I hit the nigga. You know what I'm saying? He fold. We yapped the nigga. He holding his face. He screaming. Now one of the blood dudes, there was like one of the blood dudes that was still there. I forget his name, so I ain't gonna start freestyling. One of the homies was still there. We knew that though. So that's why we had the two bros be in the curtain, and they was supposed to be on point on that other blood dude that was left. Because when this nigga came out the day room, we was in the day room, everybody, I mean, when we made that movie, dudes was leaving the day room little by little already. I'm like, yo, get up out of here. Like, we telling niggas to get the fuck up out of here on the low though. This dumbass nigga doesn't even see it coming. He over there getting high with us, chopping it up with us, thinking everything is all peaches and cream. But the whole time, we lining his ass up. You know what I mean? To send his ass to the infirmary and take that motherfucking chain on his neck, which was the first chain that I ever got or that I ever had on Rikers Island. Was that shine, which was as crazy as it sounds, right? A chain that was shared between me and Shorty Brolic. That's as crazy as it sounds. That's how it was. Like, yo, you rocking it today, I rocking it tomorrow. Yo, I'm going on a visit. That's how it was, bro. It was like, you going on a visit, you going to court, you take that. You know what I'm saying? You got seniority, you go on to court, you go on a visit. Motherfuckers want to wear the chains when they go on to motherfucking mess hall. I mean, you want to rock the shines. Like, everybody want to shine, you feel me? It's just a fact. Even in prison, dudes want to shine. So, we make the movie on the nigga. My son, salute to Shorty Brolic. Salute to Shorty Brolic. I hope he's still up and jumping out there, breathing, doing his 1-2s. That was the line. He put that work in. So, Shorty Brolic shot the nigga. I came through. I poked the nigga like 2-3 times. He folded like a beach chair on the floor. He leaking crazy. We pop the nigga chain. We talk our shit to that nigga. Put some feet on the nigga. Put some hands on the nigga. Then we spin off the day room. Spin out the day room. The homie nigga sees the way we jump out the day room that was there, and he kind of like got on point, and he started moving towards the day room. He starts moving towards the day room. The other bros that was putting up the current, they move on him. Beat the brakes off of that nigga. Now by that, when they do that though, now it's hot because they popped on the nigga before he even got in the day room. So now the police see this shit. Now everybody's looking. So now Duke is over there leaking. He's standing up. They see the blood and all that shit. He all folded and all that. Boop! They pull the pin. Bros is popping on the homie that's dead. Mind you, the nigga Neri is gone. He had court or some shit like that, or wherever I believe the nigga was in court. So this nigga's in court. Now, niggas get packed up, not us. Duke, they got shot. That nigga Gully, he got shot, he got stabbed, he got packed up, obviously. The other blood dude, he got beat up, he ended up getting packed up, and one of the bros ended up leaving also. One of the bros ended up going also. And they all went to like the infirmary intake. Me and this nigga, the squad come, they do a search later on that day, we hot boys, all that shit. Neri come back from court. So I'm telling Brolic, I'm like, yo, listen, what we gonna do with this nigga Neri? Like, you know what I mean? He gonna come back, he gonna see. So, peep game, shit's real talk. So the nigga Neri come back from court. Automatically, he already seen dudes in intake in the pens before he even got back to the house. So he already heard shit. He already heard, yo, the King niggas made a movie. Them niggas, they got that Gully, So the nigga makes it back to the crib. He gets back to the crib. Automatically, me and Shorty Brolic, you know what I mean? We go holler at the nigga. Because it was like a mutual form of respect. So we go holler at him. Once he come back from court, we go chop it up with him. In the day room. No, matter of fact, at the back. We was all the way at the back. By our beds and shit. When he come back, we chop it up with him. Like, yo, what up, bro? Like, yo, listen. Like, to be honest with you, I don't remember everything that was said, but at the end of the day, we just let it be known like the nigga disrespected, he violated, he said some crazy shit, and he had to go. So the nigga Neri, he was like, yo, listen, that nigga wasn't no real right anyway. I hate them Spanish motherfuckers that turn blood. What? I'm like, what? I hate them Spanish niggas that turn blood. Them niggas be the biggest snakes in the grass type shit. Facts. 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 I salute Neri on that one. Then to the point where he was like, fuck it. I don't know if he got labeled fool. Probably he did. Because a lot of these niggas I was around got labeled fool. That's just a fact. Because if I was around you and you ain't do nothing to me, you was fool. Because you're supposed to do something to me. Everywhere I go. That's basically your mantra. Eat food or be fool. So the nigga Neri, he literally was like, fuck that nigga. We good type shit, basically. And me and Brolic was like, alright, we was good with that. We was like, say less. You know what I mean? We Gucci. And Neri, in a way, he was happy because now he's the only blood in the house and he got a whole phone. That shit is his. He got the whole phone. And eventually, you know what I mean, me and Shorty Brolic ended up getting pulled back down to Mount 4 lower. You know what I mean? Then eventually I ended up going to 4 main. He ended up going up top. Like a bunch of shit ended up happening. But there's a story for everywhere I went. Everywhere I was at. Everywhere I touched down at. Something always transpired. Something always happened. Because there's something happening every day. Especially in C74 Rikers Island. Feel me? Every day, twin. Something is happening. It's the most violent compound, the most violent facility in Rikers Island is C74 adolescents. C74 adolescents at war, boy. Let me tell you something. I done seen some shit, man. I done seen some shit that have dudes like really like, I ain't never going back to jail. You feel me? As you should. You should never want to go back to prison. That shit is for the birds. Real talk all day, every day. We still got that VEC one-on-one coming down. Still got the one-on-one with Steve-O going down. And possibly I'll be doing that this weekend. I'm gonna chop it up with them today and set some dates. Maybe I'll do one tomorrow on a Friday. Or maybe I'll do it on a Monday. Maybe I'll set it off on the beginning of the week. I don't know. Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Should I set it up on the beginning of the week or the weekend? I don't know. Friday? I don't know. But I got them both available. So I'm definitely going to make that happen. Y'all already know what it is. Lions and men. Salute to every single person that be fucking with me, rocking with me. Y'all already know what it is. Peace.